What's good, y'all? It's Receiver Teacher. Today we're going to talk about how to remember your plays, all right? Studying your playbook. I know lots of you guys watching this are probably heading into your training camp soon, so this is really going to help you out, all right? So make sure you stick around to the end. Before we get into that, though, make sure you go to ReceiverTeacher.com, fill out your email in our contact form to gain access to free exclusive content, all right? We got a 2-week training program dropping early August. We're going to have workout plans, nutrition plans, all that stuff. So make sure you go do that if you haven't. Now, when studying your plays, all right, the number one most important thing is you got to study the whole concept, right? Not just what you're doing, not what the Z receiver is doing, what the X receiver is doing. All right, know the whole concept, right? The bigger picture. Shout out, Lil Baby.
Bigger than black and white.
And I know, hearing a long-ass play can be intimidating, all right? I've been there, especially if you're into training camp, all right? And then your head's spinning. You're like, what the fuck's going on? In a training camp, you don't want to be focused on the mental side, all right? You don't want to be thinking about, oh, what am I doing on this play? Is this the right route? All this shit? Because now you're not going full speed, and now your physical performance is going to suffer because you don't trust yourself. You don't believe you know what you're doing. And all that stuff, right? So that's when you start making mistakes on the field. I'm sure we've all experienced, a play that just sounds absolutely like a different language like this.
Right X, shift the Viper right. 382 X stick looky.
Here we go, guys. Now you're probably hearing that like, what the fuck? That makes no sense. But guess what? As receivers, we're not the ones that have to say the play in the huddle, all right? We just have to know certain things, and I'm going to teach you how to break it down to make it a lot easier for you to remember your plays. All right, so obviously this is a bit of a more basic example, all right? Trips right, 60 smash. So let's break that apart, all right? So again, trips right, all right? Trips right, 3 receivers to the right side. That's simple. No matter where you play, trips right will always be 3 receivers to the right side. Normal football terms everyone uses, all right? So the formation, all right, is usually first. And then you got the protection. So 60, all right, usually means 6-man protection. Now, some people call it 30, 5-man protection 30. Some people call it 50. Some people call 60 like 90. All this stuff that might change. All right, but again, as receivers, we don't really care about that. All we need to know is the timing and the drop. So 5-man protection is usually 3-step drop. 6-man protection is usually 5-step drop, but there's also 3-step drops as well. So again, that's up to you in your meetings, all right, your offense meetings, understanding what the drop is, all that stuff. And now lastly, you want to know the concept, right? So smash. If you follow my Instagram, you should know the smash concept, all right? It's a very basic passing concept, right? We got a hitch from wide and then a corner from slot. All right, so that's another thing. No matter where you play, smash will always be, a low route, all right? Either a hitch or a whip route. Some people run it with a whip route, a bang route, and then a corner over top, right? It's a high-low read on the corner. So literally once you know, all right, if you know what trips right is, you know what 60 is, and you know what smash is, no matter what order they come in, or, if it's trips left, all right, you still know it's trips. If it's 61, all right, it might be the protection sliding to the left. If it's, instead of smash, it's, double slants. All right, this is obviously basic examples, but I'm just saying the concepts always stay the same, all right? The formations change, but the concepts stay the same. All right, so what you're looking at right now is 4 different ways to run the flood concept. All right, so right here, flood concept, all right, there's a speed out, all right, a short out, there's a deeper out, and then a fade. This is a cover 3 killer, all right? So cover 3, as we know, middle of field, closed zone coverage, all right? So 3 guys deep, then these guys are in the flats, all right, in a cover 3 buzz. If you haven't watched my video, cover 3 variations, make sure you check that out. But the flood concept, all right, we got an outside release fade. Take this guy out of the play, all right? You're vacating that deep third defender. You got a speed out. And then right here, we got a deeper out. So this is a high-low read, all right? What does that mean? A high-low read is when you threaten a zone defender high and low, all right? Pretty simple. But this guy's got to make a decision, all right? Do I drive down the speed out, all right? Or do I retreat and, give up this speed out right here down low? So no matter where you play, all right, flood always stays the same, all right? It's a high-low read on the flat defender and a fade. All right, so there's a bunch of different ways to run the same concept, right? You got the H running the speed out right here. You got the F running the speed out right here. You got Y at slot running the deep out. You got Y as tight end. If you look at it, all right, it's all the same concept. There's always a fade, all right? There's always a quick out. There's always a deep out. And literally, just as I'm recording this video, I just picked up on this verbiage, all right? You might be saying, what the fuck is verbiage? Basically, whenever you're calling an audible or calling out a play from the sidelines, you don't want to just say, Y, run a deep out. H, run a speed out. F, run a fade. No, instead you just call it flood, all right? Flood is just speed out, deep out, fade. Now some coaches tell you the play in the name, right? So right here, G stands for go, O stands for deep out, and S stands for speed out. Then if we look backside right here, this is double slant. Well, guess what? Tosser, all right? S, S. This is the shit right here. One near open hack 73. So again, if we break it apart, 73 is protection. One near right here, you see the F is in the backfield to the left side. Now if we see zero near, all right, the F is in the backfield to the right side, right? Just think about this stuff. Look deeper, all right? I literally just got these pictures off Google, and as I'm recording this video, I picked up on this. So just look deeper into the play, all right, and understand the concept as a whole, all right? What's the purpose of the play, right? Again, the formations change, but the concepts stay the same. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, how do I get to the point where I do understand the concepts? And if you came here for a magic trick, you know, a secret formula, I'm sorry, but I don't have one for you. Just like in school, you can't just, you know, snap your finger and learn all this shit in chemistry, but you got to just study, all right? That's just all it is. But I hope these tricks helped. And if they did, make sure you hit the like button. Comment down below what you want to see next, all right? I read every single comment. Follow us on all platforms at ReceiverTeacher. Go to ReceiverTeacher.com, fill out your email in our contact form to gain access to that free content. And yeah, I'll see you next video. Peace out. Keep grinding.